Good morning, teacher.
Morning, miss. Hi, miss. Good morning. Good morning, teacher. Good morning, teacher.
Hi all.
Hi, teacher. وشكرا جزيلا
Yalla 3B. I will count till 5. At 5 you should all be muted. When I call you, you can answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, and 5. We will start the session by correcting
Hi,
the
teacher.
exam. Hi. Yalla mute ya Yusuf. So this was our quiz and you all did a very good job. Yalla ya Yusuf, I'll start with you. The quiz was about magnets and magnetic and non-magnetic objects. We have here 4 different objects and we have to tell if these objects are magnetic or non-magnetic. Yusuf, a plastic block. A plastic block. Is it magnetic or non-magnetic? Is Yusuf with us? I think he lost connection. Yalla Elsa. What do you think, ya Elsa?
Non-magnetic.
Non-magnetic. Excellent, ya Elsa. So a plastic block is a non-magnetic object. Tala. What about a sponge? Is the sponge magnetic or non-magnetic?
Non-magnetic.
Non-magnetic. Perfect, ya Tala. Great job. Ali Shaib. A glass bottle. Is glass magnetic or non-magnetic?
Non-magnetic.
Non-magnetic. Bravo ya Ali. Yalla Zainab. A toothbrush. Are toothbrushes magnetic or non-magnetic? Yes?
Non-magnetic.
Non-magnetic. Bravo ya Zainab. Excellent. Yalla Hassan Barud. So all of these objects are non-magnetics. All of them are non-magnetic.
Yes.
Yalla Hassan. All metals are magnetic.
What?
True or false?
False.
Why? False. Bravo ya Hassan. So not all metals are magnetic. Can you name a metal that is not magnetic?
What?
Can you give me the name of a metal that it's not magnetic? Anyone? I'm talking with all of you. Give me the name of a metal that... Yes?
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
أنا
Bravo
علي
ya
خبيث.
Ali.
Aluminium.
Good job.
Miss,
Bravo. Aluminum
This.
is
it's
a
aluminium.
non-magnetic metal. Bravo. Aluminum is a non-magnetic metal. Bravo.
Paper clip. I mean,
يلا زين. Then, a magnet wrapped in cloth will attract paper clips. True or false? Then you need to connect the audio, dear. Then, a magnet wrapped in cloth will attract paper clips. True or false? Kamal.
yes.
What do you think? Is this statement true or false? A magnet wrapped in cloth will attract paper clips. If you have a magnet and then you cover it with something made of lead, it's false. شو حسن جباعي? What do you think? If we cover a magnet with a piece of cloth and try to use it to attract paper clips,
False.
will it attract them or no?
Yes.
Yes?
True.
This is true.
False.
This is true. This is not
Oh.
false. This is true.
I want to tell you
It will still work because magnets work at this.
I want to tell you something.
Yes, Hassan.
The silver is unmagnetic.
What?
The silver is unmagnetic.
Is a non-magnetic metal. Thank you. Good job. A magnet wrapped in cloth will attract paper clips. This is true since, as you know, magnets work at distance. Magnets attract at distance. Even if you put a paper between the magnet and the magnetic object, or you put a piece of cloth between the magnet and the magnetic object, the magnet will still work. It will attract the magnetic things.
Yes, I can't hear you.
يلا أسيل. Attract or repel. Attract or repel يا أسيل. We're talking about these. Do they attract or repel?
Good morning.
أسيل. Yes, Katie. Do these two magnets attract?
Yes.
Or repel?
Repel.
Good job. Can you tell me why? Why do these two magnets repel?
Because the S and the S, it's between others.
Because we have same poles next to each other. The South Pole with the South Pole.
Yes.
The North Pole with the North Pole. Excellent يا آية.
Or with the North Pole.
Good job. يلا علي كرعونة.
Welcome.
علي كرعونة. Let's talk about the second magnets. Do they attract or repel?
Repel.
These two repel. Let's take a look on.
Attract.
They attract. Can you tell me why?
Attract.
Can you tell me why? Who can help Ali? Why do these two magnets attract?
Me.
Yalla go.
Me.
Yes. Why do these two magnets attract?
Me.
I'm listening. What's your answers?
Because and do not go together.
That's right. But here we have different poles. The North Pole with the South Pole.
Miss, because the poles are different, so they attract.
Because the poles are different, so they attract. Bravo. Yalla ya Wissam, stay with us. Let's do the second question, ya Wissam.
Okay.
Mark with N or S the magnet in each of the cases to tell which pole is North Pole and which one is South Pole. In here, they are telling us that the magnets attract. Okay, these two magnets attract.
Yes.
Yalla ya Wissam. What about this side?
The S is N and
Okay,
the M is S.
good job. This side is N, this side is S. Perfect. The two magnets attract, so we will need different poles. S with N, South with North, North with South. يلا علي
Teacher.
غبريس. علي غبريس. The two magnets repel each other. What's this pole?
And down S.
S. Good job. These two magnets repel each other, so you will need to put the same pole. Same poles repel. Last question. I'm talking with all of you now. You can unmute yourselves to help me with this. We did this experiment.
Yes.
We used a bar magnet with iron powder. We noticed that almost all the iron powder are attracted to the poles. Why is that?
Because the poles are strongest and the
Good job.
poles are strongest.
Because the force of the magnet
Yeah, the force is stronger on the poles.
is strongest at the poles. Bravo. Yes.
Teacher,
Yes. So because the power, the force of the magnet is strongest at the North Pole and at the South Pole. For this reason, the magnet attracts most of the iron powder at the poles. So here we're done. We finished talking about magnets. Who is Bubak? This is Yusuf. Okay. Let's start with a new lesson. In this lesson, we're talking about parts of a plant. How many parts does a plant show? You can unmute yourselves. What do you think? How many parts?
3. Teacher, plenty.
Plenty of parts. How many parts?
Plant.
Can you
It's
name
3.
some of the plant's parts?
Fruit.
Fruit,
Vegetables and flowers. Parts of the
Vegetable.
plant.
Petal.
petals, fruit,
Teacher, parts of the flowers.
flowers. Good job, good
Of
job.
the
Yalla, I
plant.
will
Teacher,
count till
seed.
5. Don't send me anything in the chat. I cannot check the chat. Yalla, I will count till 5. At 5, you should all be muted. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here is a plant. Plants are living things. They are like us. They grow, they need water, they breathe, they die at the end of their lives. Plants, most plants are green. Yes, Hassan.
We finished from the magnet lesson.
Yes, we did. If we take a closer look to this plant, we will notice that there is a part hidden in the soil. There is this line.
Roots.
And they are also these green parts.
The leaves.
These are the leaves. Bravo. Okay, so this plant shows 3 parts. What do we call the part hidden in the soil?
Roots.
Roots. Bravo, ya Yusuf.
Roots.
What do we call the line that helps the plant to stand up? No one? So here are the roots. The line is the stem. And these green parts are the leaves. Roots, stem, and leaves. Yeah. Again, what do we call the part hidden in the soil?
Leaf. Stem.
What do we call the part hidden in the soil?
Roots.
These are the roots. Bravo.
Roots.
And what do we call the line that helps the plant stand? Stem. Bravo. And the green parts?
Leaves.
Good job.
Leaves.
The leaves.
Yeah. We'll talk about another plant. Trees are also plants.
Teacher, I need it in my book.
What are these? What do we call these?
Leaves. Roots.
What are these?
Roots.
These are the roots. Bravo.
Big roots.
Big roots. What do we call this line? This one.
Stem.
Stem. Bravo. What do we call the green paper?
Leaves. Leaves. Leaves.
Bravo. Yalla, again. What are these? What are these? These are the roots. Bravo. What do we call these?
The stem.
The stem. Bravo. What do we call these?
Leaves.
What do we call this? What is this?
Flower.
Flower.
Flower. And then,
The fruits come out of the flowers.
bravo, the flower in the strawberry plant becomes a fruit. The flower in here, the flower turns into a fruit.
هتشرح إنه
Flower turns into a fruit in here. So this plant is a flowering plant. Yes?
Teacher, like the apple tree.
Bravo. Excellent
The
job.
apple tree will be full of flowers. Then the flowers will turn to apples.
Excellent, ya Yusuf. Yalla, help me with this. The flower of an apple tree will be what?
Teacher.
Will be true. Apple.
Apple. The flower of an orange tree will be what?
Teacher.
The flower of an orange tree will be what?
And
Are
will
you
be
listening to
an
me? The flower of an orange tree will turn into what?
orange.
An orange. The flower of
not an orange.
the flower of a lemon tree will turn into what?
Lemon.
Lemon. The flower of a cucumber plant will turn into what? Cucumber. The flower of a tomato plant will turn into what?
A tomato.
A tomato. Thank you. Yalla, mute again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5. 4.5. Mute, mute, mute. Mute,
Okay.
mute, mute.
I'm gonna mute.
Okay, so as you see, some plants make flowers, some plants don't have flowers. Here we have 4 different plants: the broom plant, the dot plant, the sunflower plant, and the fern plant. We can clearly see that the broom plant has flower. This one has flower. The sunflower plant also has a flower. But the dot plant and the fern plant do not make flowers at all. So all of these plants, the broom plant, the dot plant, the sunflower plant, the fern plant, they all have roots, stem, and leaves. But do they all have flowers? No, they don't. The dot plant and the fern plant do not make flowers at all. Okay? The dot plant and the fern plant, you need to memorize this. The dot plant and the fern plant, I will give you another one. There is also a plant called the moss plant. These 3 plants do not make flowers at all. They don't have flowers. They just have roots, stem, and leaves. Look at the tomato plant. You can unmute yourself now. What do we call this part? What is this part?
Tomato plant.
Roots.
Roots. Good job. What about this line?
Roots.
Stem.
What do we call these?
Leaves.
These are the leaves.
These are the leaves.
What about this yellow part?
Teacher, this is
Flower.
Flower. And then the flower will turn into what?
tomato.
To grow the vegetable.
To tomato, bravo.
Vegetable.
Root,
We have roots.
stem, leaves,
Fruit.
and flowers. Then the flower will
And
turn
the
into a
stem.
fruit.
And
So the
leaves.
tomato plant
And
is a
fruit.
flowering plant. The tomato plant is
Yes.
a flowering plant. Okay? Listen to me carefully. The roots are found in the soil. Don't send me anything in the chat, please. The roots help the plant to stay in the soil, and it helps it to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Water and minerals from the soil. The root's job is to help the plant take water and minerals from the soil. Okay? The roots take water and minerals from the soil to the plant.
And mineral.
The stem supports the plant. It supports the plant, and it also carries, it holds the leaves and the flowers. The leaves help the plant to catch sunlight and make food. The flower will turn into a fruit. Don't send anything in the chat. The flower will be fruit, and it will help the plant to make the seeds. The flower turns into a fruit and helps the plant make seeds. Tell me, the dot plant and the fern plant, are they flowering plant or non-flowering plants?
Non-flowering
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 plant.
plants. Non-flowering plants. They do not make flowers at all.
Non-flowering
They don't make flowers at all. So, a flowering plant has 4 parts. Yalla, what's part 1?
Flower.
It's the flower. It's the flower. The flower helps the plant make seeds. The flower helps the flower helps the plant make seeds. Number 2 is the stem. The stem supports.
And number 4 is the roots. Number 4 is the roots. The roots.
And
Number 3 is the leaf.
leaves.
Then roots.
Flowers.
4 roots.
Number 3.
Leaves.
The leaves. The leaves help the plant to cook food. The leaves catch sunlight. The leaves catch sunlight and help the plant in making food. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Number 4.
Read.
Number 4, the roots. Don't send anything in the chat, you lose points. The roots help the plant to take water and minerals from the soil. Water and minerals from the soil.
تاتا إيميل صحن خلص مش
Okay?
كل جزء عشان بطني
خلص عشان برا عم تحكي لهيك الحصة بس.
The flower makes seeds. The stem holds the flowers and the leaves. The leaves help the plant in making food. The roots help the plant in taking water and minerals from the soil. The rose and the apple tree are flowering plants since they show flowers. The moss plant, here is the moss plant. This is called the moss plant. These are mosses. Mosses are non-flowering plants. And the ferns are non-flowering plants. We're almost done. We need to talk about types of leaves. So all plants have leaves.
Yes.
Most leaves are green and they grow on stems of the plant. Okay. In the first
Do we
slide,
have this in our house? Yes,
really?
but some of them
In the first slide, we have the oak tree. Yes,
Teacher,
teacher.
the cactus is a flowering plant.
Teacher, we
That's
have one
right.
of these in our
Bravo, ya
house.
Yusuf. The cactus is a flowering plant. So we have
Teacher,
here.
we have one of these in our
Wow.
house.
Great.
Miss?
Yes.
Teacher. Plant oranges. Miss?
Yes.
Our plant oranges.
I have the last one in my house.
Great. That's great.
They only have some flowers in the tree.
Teacher,
Yes, teacher.
teacher, my grandma has a mango tree.
Wow. So you can check the leaves of these plants. There are two types of leaves. Let's see them. There are two. Yes, miss.
Teacher,
Yes,
we have
teacher.
yellow leaves and we have orange.
Okay,
and
listen
we
to
have
me.
green.
Listen to me. I'll count till 5. 1, 2, 3,
I want to tell you something.
4, 4.5, 4.5. Please mute. Okay. If you have different plants in your gardens, in your houses, maybe you can send me some pictures or some videos to show me the type of the leaves of these plants. So how do leaves of the mango plant look like? Don't unmute yourself. We need to finish. We still have an idea. So you can send me pictures. You can also make videos to show me and to talk about the types of the leaves and the parts of the plant that you have. Look in here. We have the leaves of the oak tree, the leaves of the orange tree, the leaves of the apple tree. They are wide and they are flat. They have a surface. These leaves are considered as broad leaves. These are broad leaves. The oak tree, the apple tree, the orange tree, even the olive tree, the lemon tree have broad
What
leaves.
is the broad leaf?
Broad leaves are these leaves. They are wide. They are, look. They are flat.
They are like sharp.
Teacher, about what we should do video.
Okay, look. Here are the leaves.
Yes,
They
I
are
want to tell you
flat.
something.
They are wide. Please
Another
mute.
from the plant.
Please mute. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the second side, look at the leaves of the plant. They look like a needle and like lines. Here are the leaves of the pine tree. The leaves of the cedar tree. They are like lines. The leaves of the cactus plant. They are spiky and they are sharp. These leaves are called needle leaves. So here is the cedar tree, the pine tree, the cactus plant, and these are needle leaves. So there are two types of leaves. Broad leaves.
We have needle leaves.
And needle leaves. Okay? So that's what the lesson about. I was saying, if you have different plants at home, you can take pictures or make videos, but you need to tell me You need to show me, to talk. This is a broadleaf. This is a needle leaf. Okay, and this is optional for sure. If you want, you can do it and you will get bonus points. If you don't, it's okay.
Teacher,
Yes?
Miss, where we want to send it?
Miss,
To my number on WhatsApp.
Miss.
Yes, miss.
is there aloe vera and a plant?
Yes, for sure. Aloe veras are plants.
Miss.
They are cactus, yes. They are
Teacher
cacti.
is a teacher. We have a needle plant.
Great. That's great.
Miss.
So we're done for today. If you have no more questions, you can leave. I'm
Teacher,
so
what?
happy that you joined and I love you all.
I don't have any questions.
No questions.
Okay,
No
you
questions.
can leave. Bye-bye.
Teacher.
Bye.
Miss, I have
Yes?
a question. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
I have
Bye.
a question. Some trees do not have something. They have only flowers.
Goodbye. المسج اللي عندك